Yo guys, how's it going? We're here and back on the Barton career mode after a few days break. Don't worry, this will still be the main career mode on this channel. It's just that I wanted to start and get that series, the other series, the Paris series, up and running to basically just get it going and then see how you guys liked it, see your reaction, and then I could judge what to put more of. But I am going to still be playing this probably more than the Paris career mode, as it is like the main series on the channel. But we do kick off today's episode on with a game against Leeds. In the league, we are currently first in the league at the minute, which great start. Like I said at the beginning of the career mode, I didn't see us really doing much in the league. Probably like if we can get into the playoffs, but being first, we ain't many games in, but it is brilliant to be there. As you see, the first attack of the game, they come forward on the ball, smash a shot, but a great save from Blackman. Finally getting back to the point where I can actually pronounce the players' names, which is brilliant for me. Ain't gonna struggle to pronounce many players' names now. But yeah, as you see now, we come forward on the ball, trying to make some space. We just make a massive run through the middle of the park, but unluckily they do intercept our pass. But Murphy wins the ball back after losing it, gives it to Ben, who pulls the ball back and takes a shot, but just couldn't curve it enough to get it into that far corner. Would have been a brilliant finish if it had gone in, but unluckily for us, it wasn't. But plenty more chances on the way, hopefully, as we do come on the attack again, trying to make that space down that left hand side again, as we do pick it into Bent again, who finds some space, gives it off, and unluckily that shot gets deflected wide of the post. As you see here, we had a corner, didn't really come to much, but it was from the goalkeeper kick out that from that corner that they have this attack. They're just passing the ball around really calmly, no one really pressuring them. They're getting themselves into a lot of space here. As you see on the edge of the box, they get into the box, and terrible defending. As you see, it was just a tap in after that pass. It was not the most clean of goals, I wouldn't say, being as it was like an outstretched leg that actually scored it, but there was no one really around him, and it was an easy finish in the end to make it 1-0. And unluckily for us, that does put us behind in this game. Hopefully counter back on that and maybe get ourselves 1 or 2 chances, and hopefully a couple of goals as well to get us back in and hopefully win the game. As you see, we do come back on the attack here, trying to make that space, trying to get back into the game. As we do get into the box, we pull it back again, play it into the box, and a smash shot into the far right corner. A brilliant finish from Murphy again. He's like our main goal scorer at the minute, and he plays in the midfield. The strikers are just doing absolutely nothing compared to Murphy. He's scoring and providing assists to whoever else comes as well. It was a nice finish to get it into that bottom corner. As you don't really see a very good angle of the shot there because everyone's blocking the shot. But you know, good camera angle FIFA but you do be able to see him celebrate. Great. He's on a scoring streak at the minute. He's doing absolutely brilliant there. But they do, as you see, they come on another attack. They get very lucky with their pass being deflected. Coming forward, getting into the box again, whips the shot, and it goes into the far corner. Brilliant finish from Roof, former West Brom player, I believe, and now playing in the Championship with Leeds. It was an absolutely brilliant finish. Got himself into a nice bit of space, plays himself into the box, and pretty much did it all himself there. Just clips the inside of the post as well to make sure it's in the back of the net. No way that Blackman was reaching that. Great finish. Unluckily for us, that just put us back behind 2-1, and just minutes after, pretty much, we got the goal back in to bring us back into the game. They go and concede, and it's 2-1. Is they come back on the attack again, really threatening, trying to put all the pressure on us as they get into the box, get very lucky again, but smash the shot wide of the post. Wasn't the best of shots, but that is how the game finished. It was 2-1, the first loss of the season, the first loss of the career mode. Unluckily for us, we just didn't really play very well in this game. We just conceding too many silly opportunities. Just they were going forward with ease, and no one was really defending against them, and we weren't really coming forward with much presence either. But that is the end of the game, and we did lose our first game. Knew it was going to happen eventually, but it's always sad when it does happen. Unfortunately, it is today that it does happen. But going into the next game, a game against Norwich, hopefully try and get that winning run back underway, even though we are in first still after that loss, which is good. They are in last place, I believe. We've only conceded 3 goals this season, which I'm saying that I haven't defended very well in that last game, but that's literally the only game we haven't defended well in. It was 2 of them 3 goals that we've conceded this season was in the last game, which is brilliant, really. Even though we did pretty much double how many goals we conceded in the season in the last game, but with still only 3 goals conceded this season is brilliant, and they've only scored 5 goals, which they should be doing a lot better than that. As you see, we come forward on the ball straight from kickoff, trying to recap our business and try and get back into it as we lost the last game. Trying to just motivate ourselves again. As you see, we do take a shot, but the defender blocks it very well, gets in front of the shot, and does very well to get behind the ball and not let it through. But we do get a corner from it. As you see, we're trying to figure out where to play the cross. Whip the ball into the front post, and it's a great header from Tom Hopper nonetheless. Brought him into this game, changed pretty much the whole team round in this game, and I thought I'll give him a go in the league, and absolutely smash the header into the back of the net. Great finish into the bottom corner, and that is why I brought him into the club, for that aerial presence when we have, because we've got pace in the side, but I don't think we've got too much aerial presence, and he's definitely showed that he can do that with his first goal for the club. I think it's his second game that he's played, and he's scored his first goal already, which we can't ask for more. And like I say, hopefully if he keeps playing like that, then he can have a few more games as well, even though he was only planned to be a rotation player. But as you see, we come forward again, winning the ball in the middle of the park, go forward, but Boyce whips the ball just wide of the post. Unluckily for us, doesn't quite go in. Trying to get that ball into the far corner, couldn't quite do it. But straight from the keeper kicking the ball out again, they come on the attack. Great piece of play here as they're just trying to find that space, and they open our team up absolutely brilliantly there, and Nelson Oliveira is there to put it into the back of the net. Great finish, to be fair, but I don't know what the defender's doing, whether they were trying to catch him offside or something, but whatever they did try and do, it didn't work, and that does make it 1 apiece. As you see, that's now 4 goals we've conceded this season, but it's still, again, we're playing well. I think unlucky there, Blackman is playing very well in goal, but unluckily there, that was a very, very nice tidy finish into the far left corner. I don't think there was much that he could really do there. It was a nice finish, and that does make it 1-0. The only thing that I didn't like about that it was his first goal that he'd scored this season, which he's supposed to be the best striker, and I know they've only scored 5 goals, but you'd think he would have probably scored all 5, but it was his first goal of the season, and it was against us, which is just terrible for us, really. We come forward on the ball here, trying to find that space, and Bent finds the corner. Brilliant left. It's not Bent, it's Akpan. I completely forgot you weren't playing this game, but Akpan puts it into the back of the net. Just minutes later, really. We didn't let the time settle at all. We just wanted to get the ball back out there and try and get the ball and put us back in front, which Akpan finds a wonderful finish into the far right corner. Brilliant finish from the lad. He just put it just out of the keeper's reach, so there was no chance of him getting there. If it was any further over, then it would have hit the post, but it was a brilliant finish. To be honest, probably the best finish we've had this season, and it came from a midfielder, which is just the optimism of our midfielders this season is unbelievable. Most of the goals seem to be coming from the midfielders instead of the strikers. But we are on the ball again, in the middle of the pitch, trying to find that space, just trying to probe at every opportunity we can. They do intercept the pass here as they come forward, trying to get the ball out of defence and get the ball away from their goal, but they make a silly pass there. We intercept the ball back, go running up the pitch. Miller does one and keeps going into the box, takes the shot, but it gets deflected over the bar. And like I said, he's been brilliant this season, but we do get a corner, as you see, and Boyce does put it over. Not the best of headers, really, but I can't fault him for trying. At least we're getting efforts on goal, and that's the main thing at this point. As we see here, they get a corner, they get a free kick, shall I say. As we clear the ball out, we make a run up the pitch, trying to get that counter attack going. No one really keeping up, so we've had to pull the ball back a bit. But we see a massive run from Cogley down the wing. As we go forward again, Miller cuts into the box, dinks the ball back inside for Boyce, which finishes it off. And that just proves my point of how well Miller is playing this season. I know that he's only like a backup player, but in that centre of midfield is a natural left midfielder. But in that midfield, he is being absolutely brilliant. His pace is just so menacing towards the defenders, and his direct run is absolutely brilliant. As you see, he does just dink the ball nicely onto Boyce's head and finishes it with ease to make it 3-1. Absolutely brilliant there. But before I forget, as you've seen there, Cogley, I missed out on a bit of the footage before at the end of the last episode, because it got deleted, and we did make him in the signing on deadline day, but I couldn't quite find the time to do it, and it for some reason got deleted. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed, and peace.